Mired camp. This is the Mired hunting camp from the 40s and the 50s and the early 60s, when this was a private inholding owned by the Mired family. I think the Kents were involved in it. This was an old toilet right here. There was an actual sitting toilet in here, as you can see. And that's the hunting lodge right over here. This was a thriving big deal back in its day. There was a Jeep road that got up here that we're going to follow down to the road, but this is the old cabin, and there's still a big cast iron cooking stove here right there. There it is. There's the stove. And this was a big deal. It's a year-round water supply. There were other buildings down in this area here. There's a big table. They used to have target practice down here. We find stuff with bullet holes in it. So this is Mired Camp. Mired Camp, established 1857. Like somebody was camped here playing cards. You're not supposed to camp here, but people obviously do. And holy shit. Somebody was drinking some Jamesons and some Belite bourbon. Damn. Wow. Somebody's got this tricked out. Somebody's been staying here. Wow, we got a sleeping bag. We've got propane. Damn, look at this. We've got a shovel. This is new. Wasn't like this the last time I was here. Somebody has been coming here and camping. So, Mired Camp is now being used. I don't know how much longer that's going to go on, but as you can see, there's a major fire ring here, and this fire ring is being used. There is lots of charcoal in there, so they're having little fires here at night. Pretty good sized fires, actually. And there's been some beer drinking going on here, as you can see. So, this is amazing. I mean, it wasn't like this the last time I was up here, so somebody has started camping here on a fairly regular basis. They left equipment up there. There's an axe, there's a flashlight, there's a sleeping bag, a ground cloth, a lantern, propane tanks, and somebody's seriously camping up here. I wouldn't do it, it's a bust, but I bet it would make a pretty damn cool camp. And the nice weather hits, like in the spring. This is what we call Xanadu. These pools run all year long. And in the high summer, when it's 100 degrees out here, you can come down here and you can sit down in a pool up to your waist at any time of the year. So it's a nice thing to know about. Year-round water source. We just found the cutoff to the Mystery Trail that goes up the Mystery Canyon, and we're following it now. And this is the first time I have ever been in this area. It's one of the few last remaining areas left in this part of the county that I have not explored. And this is a pretty, you can't ride a bike down it, but you can hike it. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. This is turning out to be really amazing. We are on a hobbit trail, and this is an amazing little trail. I'm gonna have to put the camera down. We just came up that little trail right there, and we're going up this little hobbit trail right here. As you can see, it's narrow, but it's nice. I mean, it's as good as anything you'll find on Mount Tam. And it's partially maintained. There's cuts on these branches of these trees that have come down. So somebody does come up here periodically and cut the branches and keep the trail clear for hikers. You couldn't bike down it, but now it's starting to open up. This is really cool. First time for both of us. And there's not too many places around here that I have not yet explored. This is one of the last of them. This would be a ball to ride down, though. It would be a lot of fun. What we got here is a hobbit trail. This is amazing. This canyon is pretty large. Bigger than it looks. Goes pretty far back. Boy, if you wanted to camp out for a long time and not be caught, this is the area to do it in. Year-round water supply down below. You just have to get to it, but I'm sure there are some really nice perches scattered around here that you could find flat areas, even have small fire. Have to be small, just for ambiance. I wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't put a fire out here, but you could probably get away with it if you did it right. Wow, this is a nice little vista right here coming out on. Gives you an idea of the size of this canyon. Okay, well that's the end of it right up ahead up there. It's about a mile and a half long. Right up at the top is the road. That's the canyon we just walked out of. And it is the largest and most remote canyon in this entire area. It's probably about 2.5 miles long from this road down to the bottom of the canyon where the other road is. And you could get lost down in there. I mean, but this is probably the most remote canyon in this entire watershed area. And way down there is Tomales Bay. So this is as wild as it gets right here. bobcat on the ridge. I don't know if you can see it, but he's walking on the ridge. It looks to be, I don't know if it's a cougar. I can't tell. I don't see a long tail. That is a bobcat. Forgot to bring my binoculars. That is definitely a cat. Yeah, it's not a cougar. Discovered something up on this walk that we've taken a number of times that I've never gone up and see. And we are up at the top of a ridge, and there's a wall here. I mean, this took a lot of work. I mean, this wall is 4 feet high in some places. And then there's a monument. There's Adrian. There's a monument there, and you can see the other wall going down that way. And there's a fire pit over here. So here's this other wall, and there's a monument. It's a survey marker of some sort. Absolutely. And interestingly enough, there is a fire ring of some sort, an old fire ring right here. That thing goes down a ways.